guest today is a singer, songwriter, and producer and director from Nashville, Tennessee. That's bullshit. She is from Reading, Pennsylvania. She is the most awarded artist in the history of the American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, and iHeart Radio Music Awards.
Yeah, damn.
She has 14 Grammy Awards and is the only artist in the history to win Album of the Year 4 times. Last December, she wrapped up the Eras Tour, which spanned 149 shows across 51 cities, 5 continents. It was the most attended tour of all time. I'm still going. Hold up. Her last album, The Torture Poets Department, set a record with 1.76 billion streams globally within the first week alone.
All right.
In the first week?
And as a fan of that guy on the Chiefs, she has 19 wins, 2 AFC titles, and a Super Bowl. 92 percenters! Are you ready for it? Making her podcasting debut, the most expensive guest in the history of shows, Taylor Swift!
That intro, Jason! Oh my God!
I've seen this before.
No,
He's
look,
about to
his
black out.
soul
Jason,
has left his
just breathe.
body.
I'm cramping.
No, that was so good. Thank you.
I tried, Tay.
Thank you for screaming for like 47 seconds. That was so nice. That was so
Tay,
sweet.
welcome to New Heights.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on my favorite podcast. As we all know, you guys have a lot of male sports fans that listen to your podcast. And I think we all know that if there's one thing that male sports fans want to see in their spaces and on their screens, it's more of me.
When two worlds as electric as music and football collide, the result is bound to be spectacular. But nobody expected Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce to rewrite the rules of celebrity announcements, much less shatter the internet with a single podcast episode. On August 13th, a date handpicked for its significance as Taylor's favorite number, the New Heights podcast didn't just launch a new season. It launched a tidal wave of speculation, excitement, and sheer disbelief. For the first time in pop culture history, a couple unveiled their wedding guest list not through cryptic social media posts, not via glossy magazine exclusives, but in the most intimate and unfiltered setting possible, a podcast. Headphones on, laughter echoing, secrets spilling out like confetti. The episode's opening was deceptively normal. Studio lights bathed the room in a golden glow. Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs star tight end, looked relaxed in a mustard hoodie, while Taylor Swift, global pop phenomenon, wore a blue floral shirt that seemed to shimmer with anticipation. 2 microphones, 2 lovers, one brother on a video call, Jason Kelce, the podcast co-host and Travis's partner in crime. But beneath the calm surface, something history-making was brewing. Travis started off coyly, his smile hinting at secrets held just out of reach. "Today, we have a special announcement," he declared, his voice barely containing the excitement. Taylor, always one step ahead, looked straight into the camera, her eyes lighting up the room. "We decided to share part of our wedding plans with you all. And yes, that means the guest list," she said, her tone both casual and charged with significance. Celebrity weddings are usually the stuff of tabloid dreams and publicist nightmares. The guest list, always under lock and key, guarded as securely as the crown jewels. But Taylor and Travis decided to do things differently. Why let the press speculate and leak half-truths when you can let your fans in on the journey, on your own terms in your own space? The reaction was instantaneous and overwhelming. Swifties and NFL fans alike flooded the live chat, their comments a blur of exclamation points, emojis, and wild guesses. This wasn't just any relationship. It was a cultural moment, a merging of fan bases, a union of stadium and stage. For a generation raised on parasocial connections and behind-the-scenes content, this was the ultimate backstage pass. With a flourish, Taylor produced a beautifully decorated wooden board, while Travis opened his laptop. They went through the list group by group, weaving personal anecdotes and inside jokes into each name. First up, family. Andrea and Scott Swift, Taylor's parents, who famously vet every boyfriend with the rigor of CIA agents. Donna and Ed Kelce, Travis's parents, beloved by Chiefs fans for their warmth and enthusiasm. Kylie Kelce and her daughters, Finley, Wyatt, Elliot, Bennett, would bring the kid energy. Austin Swift, Taylor's younger brother, who's managed to stay out of the spotlight while being her fiercest protector. Travis recounted the legendary first meeting with Taylor's parents in Nashville, describing it as more nerve-wracking than the Super Bowl. Taylor remembered meeting Donna Kelce in a VIP suite at Arrowhead Stadium and feeling instantly at home. Next, friends from the NFL. Patrick and Brittany Mahomes, Chris Jones, Harrison Butker, and several of Travis's close teammates. Patrick Mahomes' response to the invitation? Okay, but I want to do the bouquet toss for fun. The NFL crew was ready to party. Then came the A-list. Selena Gomez, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, Ed Sheeran, who, Taylor promised, will not escape singing duties, Gigi Hadid, Sophie Turner, and a handful of directors and musicians Taylor and Travis have worked with over the years. Taylor described her vision. I want this wedding to feel like a concert and a Super Bowl combined. Travis added, with a tailgate beer garden, obviously. Just as the audience thought they'd heard it all, Travis leaned in, a mischievous glint in his eye. We have another guest who can make everyone in the audience stop, he teased. Taylor grinned. That person is going to host a special performance, but we're keeping the name a secret for now. Take a guess. The live chat exploded. Beyoncé, Paul McCartney, Jason Kelce rapping. The mystery hung in the air, the suspense only fueling the frenzy. If you're a Swiftie, you know nothing is ever accidental. Eagle-eyed fans zoomed in on a book sitting on the shelf behind Taylor and Travis, a volume about Casa Wabi, an art foundation on Mexico's Pacific coast known for hosting exclusive weddings. Social media sleuths immediately speculated, was this the chosen venue? Was this Taylor's latest Easter egg? Casa Wabi itself responded with delight, inviting Taylor and Travis to visit and learn about their community work. The foundation, founded by artist Bosco Sodi, is renowned for its commitment to art, education, and social engagement, and would make a poetic backdrop for a wedding that aims to blend worlds and make a statement. Taylor, after all, is famed for leaving breadcrumbs, hidden messages in lyrics, coded clues in Instagram posts, even outfit choices that spark months of theorizing. Was this one more clue, or just a red herring? Only time will tell. There's something undeniably modern about this entire saga. It's not just a wedding, it's a cultural event, a cross-pollination of two fan bases, a masterclass in narrative control. Taylor and Travis are rewriting the playbook. Instead of letting tabloids invent drama, they're giving fans a seat at the table, letting them in on the jokes, the plans, even the nerves. It's also a love story grounded in family, tradition, and the very real challenges of blending two high-profile lives. Travis spoke candidly in a recent GQ interview about his parents' relationship, how they stayed together for the sake of their kids, how romance can fade amid the chaos of careers and parenting, and how he's determined to make it work with his future wife. The handful of my friends whose parents are still together and still thriving, those are situations I would love to have, he said. Taylor, for her part, has always worn her heart on her sleeve, channeling heartbreak and hope in its chart-topping songs. Her willingness to share her happiness, even as she keeps some details private, is part of what makes her so beloved. As the podcast episode drew to a close, Taylor reached across the table, squeezing Travis's hand. Thank you all for joining us, and see you at the wedding, she said, a promise and a tease all at once. Travis grinned. Today's list is just the beginning. We'll be revealing more names in future episodes. The possibilities are endless. Will the next episode drop more hints about the venue? Will the mystery guest be revealed? How many more Easter eggs will Taylor sprinkle throughout the podcast? Her music, her wardrobe. The internet is already abuzz with theories, memes, and wish lists. What makes this story so addictive? Maybe it's the sense of being invited into an inner circle, of watching two people navigate love in the glare of the world's spotlight and doing it on their own terms. Maybe it's the thrill of the unknown, the clues, the teases, the sense that anything could happen next. Or maybe it's just the joy of seeing two people, so different and yet so perfectly matched, build a life together in front of millions. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have turned a wedding into the event of the year, and the world is hanging on every word, every clue, every episode. The countdown to the big day has officially begun, and nobody wants to miss a single moment.